Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Plant Fanatics. Today we're going to be talking about what in the world you should be doing during the winter time, so stay tuned. So it's freezing outside. You might think it's a good time to stay inside and just dream about things that are going to happen in the spring. That's actually not true. Most of the work in a garden is actually done during the fall and the winter time when everything is dormant. So let's go ahead and get into this. So wintertime in the northern planting zones is when all the plants are going to defoliate, everything's going to drop to the ground, and it's typically the time of year that we want to go out and prune all of our trees. It's the perfect time you're able to see the shape of the tree and really get a true picture of what you want. So pruning is one of those things that definitely needs to be done in the winter. Now there are a few exceptions to this rule. Things like apple trees, fruit trees that are going to fruit on last year's growth, they actually have different types of buds, and you really need to be able to tell the difference between those buds. Otherwise, springtime is going to get here and you're going to find out that you cut off all of those flowering branches and you're not going to get any fruit. So I highly recommend that before you go out and prune trees like those, that you learn the difference between the buds. Number 2 is going to be cleaning up the garden beds. Everything's dormant. There's not going to be anything in your way. It's the perfect time to get everything nice, clean, and tidy the way that you want it. The third thing on the list is going to be mulching. This is extremely important for the health of your plants. When it's really hot outside, it's going to help retain that moisture so that you're not having to water all the time. And in the wintertime, it's actually going to keep the roots of some of your plants warm, especially if they're tender perennials. It's something that you really got to watch out for. If you get super cold weather, that mulch is going to act as a thermal layer and keep everything nice and toasty until the warmer weather gets back. So mulching is extremely important, and it's something that you're really going to want to look into. And I know what you guys are thinking. Well, if I have a big garden, mulch is going to be really expensive. I've actually made a video talking about Chip Drop. It's a service that you can use to get lots of free mulch. So if you have a huge garden, that would be perfect for you. Or if you have some land where people can come and drop off some wood chips, check out that video. It's going to help you out a lot. The fourth thing that you can be doing is actually planning for the next growing season. So you can figure out what kind of seedlings you want to start, what kind of veggies you're going to grow, what kind of flowers do you want out in the garden. It's the perfect time to be thinking about what next year is going to look like for you, especially after you've done all the other things that I've said on the list. Number 5 is going to be new garden construction. If there's a garden that you've been wanting to start for a long time, now is going to be the perfect time to get out there and get it done. It's going to give you time to work the soil, to get whatever seedlings you need to get ready and have them ready for the spring, and you can get them planted and everything can go perfectly timed if you do that work during the winter time. And number 6 is education. You're probably doing it right now if you're searching YouTube for videos like this. Educating yourself is one of the biggest things that you can do as a gardener. Always be learning, always be figuring out how to deal with things that you might come across, such as pests. Dealing with nutritional issues in your potted plants is a huge thing that you can learn, and it does take time to learn things like that. You can also learn new pruning techniques, new grafting techniques. So education is endless when it comes to gardening, and I would say that it's something that's completely underutilized in the gardening community. You can become a much better gardener by just continually learning and educating yourself. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Before you leave, tell us what you do in your garden in the wintertime. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share with all of your friends. Thanks so much.